section, we have learned that the air is necessary factor for the process of combustion. Okay. Here, the next part is the heat. For to start up the combustion, the first and the essential step is that we have to provide heat. Unless and until if we not provide any kind of a heat to the substance, it will burn or it will combust. No, it will not automatically combust if we can't supply any kind of heat to them. But one major thing or the concept over here is that the ignition temperature. All substances are not combustible. Yes, some are non-combustible also because they not obey the combustion pattern or the combustion process. Yes, we have learned that in the session 1. Okay, so in this we have to learn that what is ignition temperature. Yes, I am just repeating what is ignition temperature. Have you heard this name previously? Might be. But what is the ignition temperature? For burning or for the combustion, we provide heat to each and every substance. But just in the previous activity also, we provide heat to paper also, but paper burn immediately. But as the same case happen with wood and the charcoal, no, they take a time. So by that we get to know that what is ignition temperature. Ignition temperature is the lowest temperature. I am repeating, is the lowest temperature at which substance catches fire, and it is known as ignition temperature. It is ignition temperature, it is the lowest temperature at which any substance catch fire. Okay, and that is known as ignition temperature. Okay, so I am just repeating some activity which is not there in your notebook, but to get into know what is exact ignition temperature, just look out this activity. That will definitely help you to learn about this concept. Okay. Just look here. I am just burning a matchstick. Matchstick, if you see, if I put a matchstick in my hand, it suddenly catch a fire. No, we have to just make some reaction over here, and this head of matchstick, if they reacts with this, then we'll discuss it. If they reacts with this part of the matchbox, they will create a fire. Okay, but the ignition temperature of this matchstick is lower. Okay, so that they get immediately catch a fire. Okay, so okay, then I'm just burning this candle. Okay, then one by one we will discuss about the ignition temperature. Here I am just holding a piece of paper. Okay, just check out and tell me who is catch fire immediately. Okay, so check paper. Yes, they will catch fire. Paper is catching fire very quickly. So ignition temperature of this paper is lower. Okay, so they will get a fire. Then again a piece of wood. If we compare this wood with the paper, tell me who is quickly catching the fire? Yes, obvious paper, but wood still is taking a time for catching the fire. Okay? Yes. So, whose ignition temperature is lower? Obvious, it's a case of paper, because wood take a time for ignite or for catching the fire. Okay? Then coal. Combustible substances cannot catch a fire or a burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. Getting? Up to that, if the substance not getting its ignition temperature, it cannot catch fire. So in case of a coal, it has a higher ignition temperature, and that's why it is not getting or catching a fire. But in case of kerosene oil, check here, if I place burn matchstick on this kerosene oil, it will immediately catch a fire. Okay? Yes. Then in the case of this charcoal, if I dip this charcoal in a kerosene, so here kerosene acting as a fuel. Now look here, this charcoal immediately catch a fire. Getting why? Because fuel helps this charcoal to attain its ignition temperature immediately, and that's why this charcoal which is dipped in a kerosene oil will catch the fire immediately, means will attain the ignition temperature immediately. So it will help the charcoal for burning. Getting? So by doing this, are you getting it now? What is ignition temperature? So ignition temperature means, now tell me, yes, it is the lowest temperature at which substances are catching fire is known as ignition temperature. To this activity, or for this ignition temperature, we have to perform one more activity. Okay? This we have to perform the another activity, that activity 6.4. In that we are going to use these two paper cups. Okay, just observe one by one and we will getting to know that what is ignition temperature. Okay, so I am just keeping this one paper cup, that is paper cup 1 and it is paper cup 2. So one paper cup on a flame, and observe what happened. This paper cup reach its ignition temperature, okay, and that's why it's immediately catch a fire and the paper will burn. Getting? So next is this paper which burn here, that attain or reach its ignition temperature immediately. Okay, ignition temperature means the lowest temperature at which the substance catch fire. It is called as ignition temperature. So this paper reached this first or immediately, that's why it's burned. Now in this case, I am just holding this paper with a tongue, and then I am just going to add little bit water in this paper. Okay, now check. Yes, this paper catch fire? Not yet. Why? Why this happened? Yes, tell me. Okay. Because this paper has water inside it. This paper cup has water inside it. And as we discussed that water is the conductor of heat. So when we provide heat to this paper cup, this water which is there which conduct heat, unless and until this water gets evaporate, then only this paper cup catch a fire. So here the water is the main barrier that will prevent this paper cup for catching the fire. Yes, because it will lower the ignition temperature of this paper cup, and that's why paper is not catching a fire. Okay, so if we compare these two, then which has the lowest ignition temperature, or which has reached the ignition temperature? That paper cup won, because it does not have a water, and this paper cup which have a water inside it, and that's why it's not burned yet. Okay, so by watching these two activities, I hope that you people will understand what is ignition temperature. Means the lowest temperature at which substance catches fire is called as ignition temperature. Paper cup does not have a water, because of that it will reach its ignition temperature as fast, and the paper cup too, it has a water, so the water when it hits, it will conduct that heat to overall atmosphere. So when that water will get evaporate, then and that time that paper gets its ignition temperature, and that will help that paper to catch a fire. Okay, so I hope you people will understand about this concept, that conditions required for combustion. In heat, we study that ignition temperature is the major factor, and if substances, that combustible substances, if they not get the ignition temperature, they will not catch the fire. So the substances which get quickly this ignition temperature, or the substances, if they reach their ignition temperature quickly and they immediately catch a fire, that kind of substances are called as inflammable substances. What we call it as inflammable substances. Why? Because they reach their ignition temperature as fast as so they will catch fire immediately. So such kind of substances are called as inflammable substances. For example, I'm just rubbing it. For example, yes, tell me example of inflammable substances. Yes, fuel. Means in the fuel, petrol, diesel, and we just discussed about kerosene oil. Okay, so this kind of substances which immediately catch fire, means they reach their ignition temperature. So this kind of substances are called as inflammable substances. So I hope you all understood about ignition temperature, the requirement for the combustion, and the next is the inflammable substances. Thank you very much for watching this session. Repeat this session and clarify your doubt. If you feel any difficulty, please contact us, then we will resolve your doubts. Okay, thank you so much.